All right, welcome, greetings, everybody. I am vinzchillin. I am a classic Mario speedrunner, and today we'll be featuring a Famicom trilogy, which will be Super Mario Bros. 1, followed by Mario Bros. 2: The Lost Levels, followed by Mario Bros. 3 Japanese version. And thanks to all the subs that have been gifted and given in the chat, thank you so much. We have unlocked, we have upgraded this run to a quadrilogy slash tetralogy, if you want to be technical about it.
Oh, yes.
We're going to be adding 2U, Super Mario Bros. 2U, the veggie throwing one.
Yeah.
So, yes, with me in the commentary booth, we've got Spiker.
Hello, I am Spiker. I am also a classic Mario speedrunner. I have also dabbled in 1, 2J, any percent, 3, any percent, along with 2U, any percent, and I'm very happy to be here and be able to commentate with Vince here, who will be doing a fantastic job showing off these games.
All right, thank you. All right, with that, we've got Mario Bros. 1 here. The timer will start as the timer appears on the upper right. So we'll count it down to, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, start.
Go.
All right, so to start out this run, for Mario 1 any percent, Vin's here will be grabbing the mushroom in 1-1 because in terms of these runs, a lot of people will like to play it safer and grab fire for this run, which is generally a much better approach to doing it in a marathon setting because it doesn't mean that when you're small Mario, you get hit once, you die. Got to start over.
Exactly.
You don't got to worry about that. You have Fire Mario, and it also has the benefit of being able to use fireballs in places that it really helps.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest areas where it will be utilized is about here in 1-2, and then especially later on in 8-3, which is virtually RNG with the Hammer Bros. You'll see what I mean later. But 1-2, those piranha plants, just not a big problem. And just like that, we're at World 4.
Yep, we will be using the warp zones here because this is any percent. And as we know, this game runs on this fantastic system called frame rolls. I don't need to say the bus analogy. I think everyone knows it at this point. But as you can imagine, every level has basically a 21 frame timer to complete each level. So with that, it makes it so that certain levels, like let's say 8-3 for example with Hammer Bros, it's based on the patterns you get for each frame roll you might land on. So it's not necessarily RNG, but if you don't know what patterns you're going to get, then yeah, it's kind of RNG.
Yeah. So 4-2, this is gonna be a critical level. We'll be doing what is called a wrong warp, wherein you kind of manipulate Mario's positioning so that the game thinks it's gonna send you when I go down here instead of the coin cache. It brings me up here to the warp zone. And the benefit for this one is you don't have to wait for the vine, which takes about like 5 seconds, give or take. And just like that, we're at the last world of the game and the first game.
Yeah, 8-1 here is a level where fire really helps make things a lot more manageable because there's a lot of enemies here that with the fireball just make it much easier to get through without getting hit, and it makes it more approachable for sure.
Especially that pipe jump that I just used fireballs in.
Yeah, that one is, these pipe jumps is what you would normally do in an any percent run if you are using small Mario, but with Fire Mario here, you can kind of just snipe each of these piranha plants and get through it much easier. Looks like you did actually get good judges. So 8-1 is a funny little quirk. If you hit the star block, if you hit the star block, sometimes you might get good judges or bad judges, and it's a frame roll difference about 0.35 seconds. Looks like you did get it there, which is nice. Great execution there. Yeah, A2 has the
so
bland there.
buttery smooth.
A2
Really
has
well
the bland
done.
there. So with that level, you have a very tall pipe that you're trying to get past there, and sometimes it's easier to just brush up against it with a fire and then just snipe the enemies there that you're trying to get through. 8-3 here has the hammer rows we all know and love. With fire, though, it's going to
Absolutely.
be a lot more manageable. You can just kind of kill them.
I'm gonna do a slowdown here because we want to avoid the 3 ending this level in a 3, which would have given us 3 fireworks, which is equal to 1 second loss.
Yeah, whether you get a 3 or a 6 on the timer, you will get fireworks, and it'll give you either 3 fireworks or 6 fireworks, and you don't want any fireworks. If you get 1, it doesn't lose time, but you generally don't want fireworks.
Yes. And 8-4 is a bit of a puzzle.
Ooh,
Like,
fantastic.
that's some movement right there. I didn't anticipate that. And then this one, we're gonna backtrack.
Ooh, cheap
Similar
shot
to
sabotage
4-2.
you there.
Yeah, almost cheap shot.
So a lot of things are
And-
happening. We do the wall jump in 8-4, and also the turnaround room doing a wrong warp there to not have to go down the pipe on the right side, while also doing a crouch swim here in the water room to diminish your hitbox to small Mario size. And then
That's
just like
nice.
that,
Mario 1
1 is
done.
complete.
No need to see the
Wow.
princess. We all
No
know
need to
that.
see the princess.
She gets kidnapped again later anyway, so
True enough.
So moving on here
That
to the
was so
Famicom
smooth.
Disk System game of Lost Levels, or Mario 2 in Japan.
And in a nutshell, this game is like Mario 1, but on steroids. In terms of difficulty spike, I don't know, you'll see more enemies that they decided to put here, which basically made the game so hard that Nintendo USA was like, you know what? I don't think they can do this. We'll have to put together a different game, and that's how Mario Bros. 2 USA came about.
wow.
Yeah, you can already see just from 1-1 that it's a very much more involved level just for the very first level. There's a lot of stuff you're doing there and trying to jump and get through those areas that are pretty tight in platforming. Now 1-2, we have we're going to be going up here on the ceiling, and then we'll be going up to the top to actually access the wrong warp area, waiting there till the elevator get by, and making it up there. Then you can go down this pipe here and you enter this room where the warp zone is actually going to be. But first you have to hit this invisible
Reveal
coin
these.
blocks here and make it up there, and then you finally get access to the World 4 warp. Not so easy in this game.
Wow.
Now,
Here
in
you are.
4-1 here, I believe Vince plans to do power grabs.
You barely see
That
the
very
mushroom
fun.
come out of there.
Yeah, you just grab it like right before it even gets out of there all the way.
And I'll grab this one.
Ooh,
You may have noticed
Very
that this is the first world where the red piranha plants start to appear. And the
Mhm.
difference between the red piranha plants and the green piranha plants is you practically can't do this move called, pipe hugging, where you kind of just go next to the pipe, it won't appear. These red piranha plants, they don't care. They will appear every time. So
Mhm.
that's the difference there. Or
Something to note within the piranha plants is how they do tend to go down back into the pipe a lot faster in this game than they do in the original game.
Mm.
That too, yes. Well, I was trying to slow down. Okay, so this is a good time to talk about how the fireworks work here. It's different from Mario 1. This one, you have to match the coin count and the timer when you grab it. This one matched
fives.
It's 5, the 5s. Yeah, so the number of fireworks depends on if the matching numbers are even or odd. If it's even, it's 6. If it's odd, it's 3.
Okay.
Yep, and 4-3 here, that bullet bill actually in that spot right there can tend to be a little trollish, could give a pattern that is not favorable and you could get hit by it, but it looks like you got through it just fine here. Coming up on our first castle level, 4-4, it's a pretty tricky level, so I'm gonna give Vin some time to concentrate here. You have a climb and a descent portion of this level, and then just some tight platforming approaching Bowser. Oh, try to go for the clip. Yeah. Now here's this tight hallway here, and then just carefully making our way to Bowser. And this is one of the big reasons to pick up Fire, because with Fire you can actually kill Bowser, and it does not have the bridge animation, the bridge collapse animation to appear, and you can kind of just grab the axe right away and just go to it.
Very nice.
And this is actually the game loading from 4-4 to 5-1. That black screen there is Famicom disk system thing. It's loading the rest of the game from that screen.
Which is pretty much why the game had to be set up this way. Like, I feel like if it was possible, they would have still done the same route as Mario 1. But due to the fact that it's a disc system, it had a side A, side B kind of situation going. Yeah. They had to make you go through one castle level, and then here's a. Oh well, okay. Let's see if I can do
well,
it.
Looks like you have to.
Just for the fun. Oh
no!
well.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
I appreciate the backup attempt.
You're right. Yeah, I kind of didn't forgot about the backup attempt, but the general idea of that is that's what we call a super jump, wherein you kind of try to bob a Koopa while going up, while on walking speed. So a lot of things happening. That's good enough to clear the wall, but the game just intends you to reveal some blocks there.
I'm gonna grab this backup mushroom here in 5-2. And I believe he's also going to be grabbing the fire flower back up right there. So, yep. 5-1 with the super bounce there. You do a setup where you try to land in that area and hit the vine block, and it sets the Koopas up in a way. Wait, hold up. Actually, this is a more important trick. Devil Spell in 5-2 to actually wrong warp to the warp zone. Normally, you'd have to hit a vine later in the level, but if you clip into the pipe there, like that, you can actually just enter the warp zone right away. So great job there.
Thank you. And 8-1's gonna be there's a lot of hammer bros here.
Very tricky level, a lot of enemies trying to hit you, but
okay, nice and easy there.
There we go. You can absolutely see how this would have been not as palatable in the US audiences. Like, it's great speedrun tech, but it's also just really precise movement you're doing, period.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
And there's like some areas of the game it requires you to take like three frame window jumps.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Now this level is actually interesting because if you just ran to the end, you would actually go through a pipe and it'd have you kind of just loop the level, because they want you to actually think outside the box and think, wait a second, there's a vine here, and if I go up this vine, it actually takes you to the end of the level.
Right. This is not the secret exit. This is the exit.
Yep.
Wow.
Now 8-3 here, similar to Mario 1, we have a Hammer Bros level, but instead we're now up in the clouds. But also, unlike SMB1, the Hammer Bro patterns are actually far more consistent in this game, so most of the time they do the same exact kind of movement, so much more easy to like understand what they're going to do and just go through them. So invisible blocks there that we have to land on. in order to progress there. You can't make that jump otherwise, and then waiting for the elevator platform to rise up there to make it across. Now, the final level here for 2J, 8-4, very, very tricky level, so I'm going to let Vinz concentrate here. Very nice. Now we got the water room here, which is in the second room. And he'll be waiting for this bar here, also activating a crouch swim to reduce your hitbox to get through there. Nice G room, as we like to call it. Now getting through here, we have our very long hallway.
Oh my goodness.
Very, very long hallway into this setup right here. Bounce there. Very nice. Very nice. Now we're going to do a thing here where he actually clips under the ground to duck and get past Bruce, as we call him. Not an official name. We just love to call him Bruce. We just love to call him Bruce. And now coming up Bowser here. This is going to be end of 2J here.
Choice boss. Let's go.
Killing him for swag. Wow. Why not? Fantastic.
That was 2J. Wild. Oh my gosh. Another game bites the dust. You are blazing through this.
Thanks, JD. I try my best.
While we're getting the next game set up, Super Mario Brothers 3, I do want to share that we have a new sub goal for a harder showcase in Muse Dash that's coming up. If we meet this, we'll raise the overall difficulty of the upcoming Muse Dash showcase later tonight, which will raise the max difficulty of the charts to 11 and add a whole bunch of gimmicks to songs that we'll get to see some hidden charts as well. You won't want to miss this. Let's get those in. 90 sub goal.
Fantastic. So 1-1 here. We are running on the Japanese version, which is a little different from the USA version. Not that much different, but the main thing you notice is that in those entry level transitions, it has a slower fade in the Japanese version, whereas in the US version, it kind of just more appears instantly from the fade. So it's a little different, a little slower in that regard, but it's mostly the same exact game. But one of the main things you'll notice with this game is P-Speed as the running speed mechanic here, and it is very valuable towards going as fast as possible in a lot of these levels. A lot of the goal is usually to get P-Speed as soon as you possibly can and run with it as long as you can.
Absolutely. And in 1-2, I had to brush on the little hills just to make it match up better, and we were able to execute that nicely. Oh my gosh, why did that person do that? usually that boomerang, bro, it gets hit by that. But
yeah, I decided to just jump over it, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't say it. I've never seen that happen before.
Like, for real?
Yeah, I believe so.
it's rare, honestly. You don't really see that guy jump right at that right time. But yeah, 1-3, we purposely crouched under the white block to go past the stage and get the warp whistle there, because we will be using the warp whistle from that, and also the warp whistle here, because he'll be getting P-Speed. Didn't quite get the P-Speed to grab that, so he'll have to regain it right here. But you get P-Speed with the Tanuki, and you just fly all the way up to the ceiling, and you go into the hidden door, and you get the second warp whistle here, which will take you straight from World 1 to World 8. So, fantastic so far.
Sorry, what do you call this? Flashing lights warning, sorry. 3, 2,
yes,
1.
Yes. There's a little bit of flashing lights here anytime you activate a warp whistle.
And pretty much for the rest of the game, you'll see some flashing lights. Just
Additionally, in the auto scrollers in World 8, whenever a bomb explodes in the auto scrollers, that also kind of flashes the screen a little bit. So be aware of that.
Right. And now we have activated hard mode, which is skipping everything and just going straight from World 1 to World 8. And we're met with a lot of auto scrollers. So if you have any shout outs, JD, or any messages, announcements, this would be the perfect time.
Yeah, sounds great. So once again, I want to raise awareness of that upcoming Muse Dash Showcase upgrade, and any kinds of subs that do come in do indeed count. We've been seeing lots of really great generosity coming in to support the community, not just native subs from people joining the channel, but also people gifting subs or using their Prime sub to go ahead and increase that subscription count. So if you yourself can't subscribe, still stick around, still follow the channel, still communicate it out to your friend groups, because you never know, a sub may be coming your way as well. And if you can find it in your generosity to go ahead and contribute, please definitely consider doing so. We have lots of really fun speedrunning to show from our Asian speedrunners, literally from all around the world. Vince, you're tuning in from overseas, right?
I'm based in San Diego right now, yes, but I am hailing.
My bad.
I am hailing from the Philippines. So
Very
shout out
good,
to my
very well. Yeah.
shout out to my fellow Filipinos out there.
Here, Pinoy pride. Let's go. And also, if you are just joining us about Speed Stuff for Charity, we are a speedrun marathon team dedicated to annually raising money for charities. We've raised over $15,000 since the group started a decade ago, and we plan to continue to do so for as long as there's interest. Previously, we benefited St. Jude's, Doctors Without Borders, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and more. If you want to stay tuned or even pitch in to help out with our events, join our Discord by using the command !Discord in chat.
All right. So there was a little bit of a fumble there. Accidentally got hit on the little hammer there, trying to get the level completed there. So unfortunately did take a hit. The initial plan is usually to take your Tanuki Mario into this auto scroller and do a strat to get the fire flower and that power up, but because of getting hit there, we had to make it a big Mario instead, so we'll have to figure out how to get backups here, because you generally want fire Mario here for this run.
Right. Not too big of a deal here. We'll plenty of opportunities to re-grab that fire, and the reason why we want to grab fire is that will make the Bowser fight faster, because you don't have to, because it's a whole, you'll see how big the difference is going to be once we get there, but I would say it's like almost a minute faster, if not 45.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot faster to kill him with the power up rather than killing him the traditional way.
Boom boom.
So now the favorite part of Mario 3 speedruns, the hands.
Oh yeah.
So
you can forget.
Game's got hands.
3 hands here. You have a 50% chance whether you get it or not. So let's see what he gets here.
Let's go.
Oh, first hand.
Okay, great.
Fantastic.
No.
Classic Mario 3. We like to call that the 99% hand sometimes. It's not even 99%. We just feel like it is. It always happens. Uh-oh.
Tragic.
Oh,
Okay.
come on, get out of there!
Get out of there.
Oh my goodness, giant hammer, bro!
He stuck you on the ground.
I was well in the line of fire there, but oh my
I am
goodness.
surprised you did not get hit.
Flipped your hat.
Exactly.
I love it.
Oh, middle
Come
hand too.
Oh no!
The hands are not being very kind right now.
Yeah, second
What is
hand.
the average number of hands that you experience in a run, do you feel like?
I would say 2.
Yeah,
Maybe
generally
2.
2.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So,
1.
so this last one should be a freebie.
Hey! Let's go.
Was it the third hand is interesting because that one actually has power-ups that you can grab.
Oh right, yeah.
So it's, even though it's good that we didn't get it, I see we did take a hit there. That'd be a bigger deal if we had fire here, but
True.
but yeah, generally if you want to back up power-ups, third hand is actually tends to be the more favorable one because there is a power-up grab you can do.
That is true.
But we want to go fast, so if we can skip a hand, then we'll skip it.
Just getting a lot of rocky wrenches here. Trying to eliminate them as soon as they appear, because those wrenches will go the other side.
Yep.
I think that was the last jump. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Boom,
Making
boom.
it through,
Let's
thankfully. All right.
Easy
Making it through the
peasy.
hand section. So we'll figure out how to get through here with the power-up situation.
Right. Well, we're gonna make do.
Mm-hmm.
The power-up, the hand is gonna come in handy.
Yeah, getting that leaf in your inventory does help here, but also we want to be using star here to at least help a little bit at the beginning. But it tended to actually be very important here to grab that fire there, so we can have Fire Mario here.
At the same time, grabbing P-Speed.
Did get the P-Speed back up, which is good.
Very
and
nice.
also the cards there at the end matter too, because if you line up 3 of the same card, it actually triggers an animation where you get extra 1-ups, so you actually don't want to trigger that. It loses time.
Yes.
So we did acquire fire back here, going into A2. And our favorite guy, the Sun,
Mr. Sun,
got through it no problem though, thankfully. Now we're at the fort level here. Gonna have some tricky platforming to get through here. All these, I don't entirely know what to call them. I guess like electric balls that can damage you.
Right.
So we want to make sure to not get hit by those, and then enter. This is kind of a door maze kind of level, so you want to go in the right doors. So you go into that door, and then this is now on a timer with this P-Speed. You need to get into the door in time with the P-switch there. So making our way through here, and then got in. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That door only is there with the P-switch activated. It goes away if the P-switch runs out. So it's a time thing there, but fantastic. So now we are going into the final auto-scroller of this run. Yes, there is one more right before Bowser's Castle.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
To make it all cinematic, I guess. This one tends to be a little simpler for the speedrun because most of it tends to be just hugging the right side of the screen. So it's a lot more involved, just kind of staying on the right side, kind of just spamming the fireballs, getting rid of the Monty moles that kind of just appear out of there.
Yes. Now, for the most part, I try to stay to the right. For some reason, I cannot. I still have to figure out how to do the right side hugging part.
Yeah,
so.
in that one section, I think you throw a bomb off screen.
There's a section where I'm like, this is what I'm used to, so I'm like, yeah, it's
better to go with what you know.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's done. Oh, that's the.
Yeah, just duck under it.
The ouchie part.
A little close, yeah. We're all good though. Okay, heading into the final level here, Bowser's Castle. It's kind of a maze and also just precise platforming, so we'll see how Vinz does here, leading up to Bowser. Oh, went for the clip and got it. Fantastic.
Yo.
That does save a little bit of time. That's fantastic. They're also going to be doing a 1-up clip here. Hit it and then crouch jump through, squeeze through right there. And you have to go up to this door here. It's the quickest path. Maintaining the P-speed there. Fantastic. Now we're at Bowser. And this is why fire is important here, because we typically have to have Bowser break the blocks, but we can just spam fireballs right in his face, manipulate him just right, and there he goes.
Wow.
35 fireballs, exactly.
It's quite a lot of fireballs, but it's still much faster.
Right. You figured he had to upgrade his armor or something. It was 5 fireballs in the first 2 games.
Yep. Enter the door here, and that is Mario 3. Fantastic. So, that is the Famicom trilogy, but we also have our incentive run here to run Mario 2.
Yes. That is coming right up.
So cool. Oh my gosh. These are definitely blink and you miss it type runs. Vinz, you are crushing it.
Thank you.
All right, now beginning here in Mario 2, you actually have a character selection, and each character has different attributes, which can lend itself to having multiple different types of strategies as to how you want to complete these levels going fast. A lot of runners might use Toad in the start here of 1-1. Toad is technically the fastest character, has the fastest running speed when you grab an enemy with Toad, but there are some alternative strategies like here where Vinz actually opts to choose Luigi for 1-1. Luigi has a very high jump stat and allows him to clear these gaps much more easily compared to Toad. And here he's going to be waiting for the bomb to go off here and kind of just damage through it, get through it really fast there, and then take this alternate route up into Birdo, who will be the mini boss that tends to finish off most of these levels. You gotta hit Birdo with their egg 3 times. And reveal the orb that lets you pass through the bird door to go on to the next level. All right, we're back to Toad here.
Toad is gonna be here. So there's a fun strat here where you kind of spawn 2 carpets. The carpet forgets that it's supposed to have a speed cap.
And you can just zoom across.
Yes.
Spawning in that second carpet while holding an enemy with Toad just lets you fly across the gap, skipping the need to get the key and everything. It's just a really cool strategy.
And then the bird will fight again. 3 eggs and the orb.
Yep. Speaking of Birdo actually runs on kind of like a 4-second timer, a cycle of sorts when Birdo actually throws their egg. So you actually want to try and get there within that window of the least amount of time it takes for Birdo to throw the first egg for each of these levels. So it's like on a 4-second cycle basically. So you can either get there right before Birdo throws or have to wait a while. And this is the first warp in the game. Where by getting the potions in certain spots and putting them on the vases and going down the vases in the subworld, you can actually warp in certain spots to different areas. That warp goes from 1-3 to 4-1 here. So nicely done.
Speaking of Birdo earlier, we're getting some good trans rights channel point redeems.
Fantastic. Love to see it.
Trans rights. Let's go.
Trans rights for sure. And so you can kind of see it in a level like this for sure, how Toad's running speed stat with holding an enemy really comes into play, just zooming across. A lot of tricky platforming there. Neat little thing here with being able to just kind of put the Shy Guy through the floor when you take damage there. No big deal.
That's funny.
World 4 also has a lot of ice, as you can tell, that you kind of like slide across when you're on it. And also the crouching jump there. In this game, if you hold crouch, it actually like charges up kind of like a super jump. So if you crouch long enough, you will start flashing, and that's when you will have your character jump a lot higher. A little tricky platforming here, duck in certain spots and whatever. The whale room. I love the whale room. Grab the potion here.
That's okay.
Took damage, but that's okay.
We'll be out of here in no time.
Yep. And on to World 6 for a 4-2 Warp 2 to World 6. Unlike some other Mario games, after you start a new world, you actually regain your power-up stat. So you're back here you start out as Big Toad for each of these levels. You don't, like, stay small if you get hit in the level. Oh, the quicksand here is rather annoying if you get stuck on it, so you gotta be careful. Alright, good. Didn't get hit. You go into a very specific base here. Dig down to the key.
Yes.
Trying to beat out the Shy Guys there. They're chasing after you.
Yeah.
Speaking of chasing, this Fanta too.
Yeah. Rush to the door. Now Birdo fight again.
This Birdo in particular does not shoot eggs. That's why you kind of just have to grab a mushroom block.
And just throw it at him over and over again.
Right. And this one 6-2.
This is a very large gap jumps level, though we will be using Luigi here to clear these massive gaps that you typically are intended to wait out and ride across. Ooh, did not quite make that jump
there. It's fine.
But yeah, this level has a lot of it's essentially kind of like a auto scroller skipping in a way, where you're making these massive jumps to clear these gaps and get across in a way that just makes it so much faster.
Please make it. Yes. Alright, scary part's done.
Wow.
Yep. Now we got another Birdo fight. And that's another mechanic I'd like to talk about. Oh, hold up. Let's make sure a Birdo does not.
Don't.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, Birdo dodged it! Come on! Okay, get up. Come on, go.
Okay. Take our time.
We really don't want to get hit here.
Oh my goodness! Oh, okay.
We're trying to get this final hit. Come on.
Birdo's extra dodgy.
Yep. There we go. Taking Birdo out there. We did not want to have to lose a life there. All right, getting into 6-3 here. We will be doing a potion jump here with Luigi. If we go at a specific height and we throw the potion, we can actually jump off of it as it's falling down and kind of clear this big old wall here. Normally, you're supposed to go under there in the quicksand and then just kind of go through there. We can back it up pretty easily, thankfully. And just like that, clearing that entire wall there. But we're not done yet. We still got an entire Birdo fight, and then mini boss fight after Birdo. Let's see if we can get this room here. Okay, taking it safe here. So, something else to note is that there's actually a thing you can do with the mushroom blocks, where if you grab the mushroom block in the first couple frames of a hitbox interacting with you, you can actually be briefly invincible and not get hit. We're coming up on Triclide here, and do a strat. To kind of throw him back each time to hit him, and he needs 3 hits. The final hit we're going to place right on there and defeat him. Great job there. Yeah, 6-3 is a very involved level.
It is.
Alright, coming up on the final world here, not quite the final level yet though, 7-1. This can be a very lot of vertical screens and also horizontal screens, but mainly just large paths here where you have to go across big old gap jumps here. These pillars with Luigi. Luigi really helps here in this level for sure, making a lot of these jumps a lot faster and easier than any other character.
We're gonna do a neat jump here over this. Oh, okay. Let's.
Didn't quite get it, but we can run back again. And if we do it just right, clear that wall right there. Just go. We don't have to worry about the underpath. Kind of just go right there. And also, you will be seeing him utilize these ladder jumps. Also, the crouch jump there is extremely useful as Luigi to not have to place any mushroom blocks to make a path upwards. Ooh.
Okay.
Try not to get hit here because there is a Birdo fight coming up. There we go. And then you see how he can barely jump off that ladder and gain some height per ladder jump. Okay. See, that's how you want to use the invincibility right there, the mushroom block, to get through there, squeeze by without getting hit. So very nicely done.
So good.
Now coming up on the final level here, 7-2. Gonna be choosing Toad here. This level is typically a very, very long kind of maze sort of level, but there is a specific skip that we do that helps make this go by much faster. Taking care of those ninjas there to get through that section a lot easier, not risk getting hit. So we go up here into this section, and this chain right here specifically, we're actually going to do a chain jump off of it at just the right time here. And you can just ride on the ceiling and just walk all the way to the desired room that can actually get you much closer to the end than if you spent all the time trying to just go through this level the intended route. And also the key actually spawns right away, which is very fortunate for us. and just go into the door there, and then use the key to get through. And now we are at the bird door mini boss, where it's not able to go through right away. You have to beat him. We actually got the double hit there. Fantastic. Normally takes 3 hits, but that first hit you can get in a double hit and make it only 2. Okay, final boss here, Wart.
So
Runs on veggie cycles
veggies.
here. Yeah, you need 6 veggies.
Right.
Take care
so
of
I'll just throw it just at the moment before
yeah,
Wart
kind of
opens his mouth.
That repetition.
That was off.
A little off. It's okay.
This.
Nice.
Usually the 4 jump method works.
Mm-hmm.
I lost count. I
got
it
it
up.
You're almost there. Almost there.
That was the last
that is
hit.
it.
Victory lap.
Running on him for swag. Okay, time is coming up here when you enter the door.
Yes. Right. And time.
GG's. Times 4. Like, 4 runs done in such a short time, less than 40 minutes. What an expert showing, Vince. That was so good. And Spiker, all that commentary, super awesome and very informative too. Like, I knew some of the things just from playing them myself, but also at the same time, I'm like, whoa, I did not know some of those things. Vince, Spiker, any shout outs that you'd like to share?
Right. For me, I would like to shout out to the first the Speedrun PH Discord community. Yes, if you're a Filipino, if you have that Filipino in you, join the Speedrun PH community. I'll share the Discord server link for that. And then the Classic Mario speedrunning community. Thank you all for being in the chat and sending your love and support for me and Spiker, and to the ASA, Asian Speedrunners Alliance. Thank you for having me here, and for SS4C. Yes, thank you for having me, for giving me this opportunity to me and Spiker this opportunity to showcase a good handful of Mario games. Spiker, any shout outs you'd like to share?
Yeah, for sure. First off, shout out you for being able to complete all those runs in such a fantastic fashion. Love to see it. Very little mistakes. That was very clean overall. Love to see it. I'd like to shout out the Super Mario Bros. Speedrunning community. Met a lot of people in this community that have changed my life in a lot of ways, and I'm always grateful for the opportunities I've had to be able to speedrun these games and show my love for the people that care about what we do. Also love to shout out Fastest Furs, because of course I'm a Fastest Furs guy. I love what they do and everything. Fantastic group of people there. Love them. But to shout out multiple classic Mario games community for sure as well. I love seeing the runners that are able to take a bunch of these games and speedrun at once, like back to back to back. It's always such a cool experience seeing just the level of knowledge and technicality that goes into a run like this. Fantastic group of people. Love it.
So good. Do the two of y'all stream online? Where can folks find you if they enjoyed this content?
Right. I'll share mine. So it's twitch.tv/vinzchillin. My name there. That's the one you want to look out for. I also do Tetris. not a pro at it, but you know, I do Tetris. I do these games too, Mario. So yes, feel free to give me a follow if you enjoyed this showcase that we have today.
Spiker, anything for you?
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Spiker1. I kind of stream infrequently, but if I'm ever streaming, I will tend to want to do some type of Mario speed run. And if not Mario, then some other type of speed run. I do like some other NES stuff like Ninja Gaiden speed runs and whatnot. There's a lot of really cool stuff out there. You can also find me on Blue Sky, Spiker945, bluesky.social. I'm also there. But yeah, that's pretty much shout outs for me. Thank you all for having me.
Excellent. Vin, Spiker, well done on the Mario tetralogy. I learned a new word as well. 4 games, all in one run, done in under 40 minutes. GG's.